folks? Bob Mannery here, and you're listening to Agree to Disagree, the flagship, only on A2D Radio. Uncle Sweeps, Nick Delgazzo, the legendary Brian Wilson, and the fucking man himself, Tom Arnone. These three guys from Jersey bringing you real talk with no agenda. You don't like them? Tough shit. It's their show, and they're going to say whatever the hell they goddamn want.
What's up, fam? Another edition of Agree to Disagree here at the Real Talk Studios. We got Big Willie here, Mr. Brian Wilson, Rob Povian on ones and twos. Tom, the Godfather, is on vacation yet again. Uncle Sweeps, unfortunately, could not make it. The scoreless what am I trying to say? I don't know.
The streak's over.
The streak's over
for
Uncle Sweeps. We are brought to you by Specialized Physical Therapy. Our doctor, he's going to be calling in here in a little bit.
Make him yours.
Make him yours. He has locations in Princeton, Burlington, and Cherry Hill. Our Scanzano Sports poll question is, what is the Eagles' outcome of the Saints game? Do they win, not cover? Or, I'm sorry, lose but cover, lose, not cover, win outright, or, of course, tie. We're also going to get into some Sixers talk. Jimmy BUtler.
Jimmy!
What does that do for Ben Simmons? Of course, our score predictions for the game today, offensive, defensive players of the game. And then, of course, we're going to touch around the NFL. We are all in the morning today, so.
Might give a couple picks.
Yeah, maybe a couple picks.
Our degenerates out there might throw a couple picks your way.
Our DFS.
You got a couple you might want to throw our way. We'll take them.
Our DFS talk and all that good stuff. We may hear from the boss. He supposedly is threatened to call in.
If he calls, we might answer. We don't know.
We might not answer. Who knows?
We're not sure.
Yeah, it's all up to the producer extraordinaire over there if he answers or not.
We got Loralfo here as well.
Lay it on me. Great.
Yeah, exactly. But we're here for you guys. You know, chime in. We'll answer anything and everything you got. But, guys, let's jump right into the poll question. What is your outcome of the game?
Well, I mean, it's going to be a tough one. I think we all know that. Obviously, you look at it, we're 4-5, and we need to fucking win. What do we have to do to win today is what I want to know. Like, if you guys are commenting, let me know, what do we have to do to win, to leave New Orleans with a W? I don't care how it is. It can be a scratch and claw, ugly W. We don't care. We got to get a win today. In my opinion, it comes down to three things, really. Is we're going to have to sustain drives, keep their offense off the field. We're going to need to score touchdowns and not settle for field goals, and we're going to have to somehow hold the Saints to field goals and not let them score touchdowns. Now, all that's easier said than done, but, I mean, this is an explosive offensive team that we're playing today, okay? They got Brees is probably the front runner for MVP. They got Kamara, who's explosive. They got Ingram. They got Michael Thomas, who's probably top 3 receiver in the league right now.
Yeah.
They used Ben Watson a little bit.
Seems like he's been around forever.
Yeah. I think he was on the Patriots like 15 years ago. But so, I mean, they got a few things. They don't really have other receivers besides Thomas.
Right.
So
which is why they brought in Dez.
Dez, yeah, and that didn't really work. So
did they sign Brandon Marshall?
I think they did, but I don't expect him to see much time at all today.
But that goes to your
they
point
did, though, yeah, because they're looking for another receiver.
Looking for receivers, yeah.
But so I'm thinking, like I said, somehow we have to hold them to field goals today. Can we do it? I mean, it's on the defense. It's put up or shut up time. We should move the ball against their defense.
Yeah.
Okay, everyone does, and it's a fast track. I see a lot of scoring today. Now, like I said, can we score touchdowns and can we hold them to field goals? That's going to be the big thing of the game. And can we sustain drives and somehow defense get off the fucking field? Okay, none of this playing on the sticks on 3rd and 15 shit. I can't fucking deal with it. I'll blow a gasket. So let me know what you guys think. What's our best chance to win today? What do we have to do? In my opinion, like I said, it comes down to 3 things: hold them to field goals, score touchdowns, and sustain drives. If we can do that, we can escape with a win.
Yeah, I'm going to go Eagles lose but cover.
Okay.
But don't get me. This is the typical game that the Eagles win that they have no business winning.
Like they won at New England a couple years ago. Remember
Exactly.
that one? Yeah.
And everyone's like, "Oh my gosh, we beat the champs!" This is that type of game.
We might need a defensive touchdown today. We might need something like that.
Yeah.
Maybe a special teams.
So I think it's close. I think they definitely cover. 8's a lot.
A lot, yeah, it's
a lot. But Drew Brees is firing. I mean, I think he's
they're amazing at home too.
Completing 73% of his passes, something like that.
Something insane.
Insane.
Yeah.
But I think they keep it close. You're spot on with holding them to field goals.
Have to.
If they start lighting up and start scoring touchdowns, it's over.
We're in big
it's
trouble.
over.
Yeah, we're in big trouble.
But the ebb and flow of the NFL, I know Tom talks about it all the time. It was like Tom said like a couple weeks ago. If the Rams are undefeated, we go in there and beat them just because that's the NFL.
Yeah.
And that's the way this game kind of feels to me. Like they should lose. They should get blown out. You know what I mean? It should be like a 52-17 game.
I don't think anybody blows us out though. But we should lose.
However,
we should lose.
This is the game that they come back and win because they lost last week to Dallas. So now it's going to make that loss look even worse.
Yeah.
And then, of course, go back to the first half of the year, makes the Tampa Bay loss, makes the Tennessee loss, makes those just they're magnified even more because you beat a team that you should not have beaten in that season. You know what I mean? In the way the season is going.
But at this point, we have to get a win today somehow.
Yes.
I mean, it's obviously it's not our season isn't over if we lose today, but we almost have to run off 6 straight.
Well, right, no, yeah.
We almost have to run off 6 straight if we lose today, which is a lot, which is extremely tough.
Yeah, because I think everyone had us at least 5-3, 6-2 with the last 8.
Yeah.
If you lose today, you already got your 2, so you're absolutely right. You got
to run 6 straight.
You got to run it off to try and get back.
Yeah, it's going to be there's a daunting task in front of us today, but hey, it's put up or shut up time right now, okay? What are we made of? All right, our backs are against the wall. Are we going to slouch over and die, or are we going to come out fucking fighting? And I think we're going to come out fighting today. Yeah. I expect a good effort today. I'm not saying we're going to win. I'm going to say we lose but cover. Just because I'm trying not to get too ahead of myself, I said we're going to blow Dallas out. That didn't really work. I see Rob laughing over there. But I mean, it's an incredibly tough task that we have today.
Yeah.
Can we somehow get some pressure on Drew? I'd love to see us stop their run game. Now you think Brees, you think Saints, you think Brees, but they do run the ball. And they run the ball very well with Ingram and Kamara. Kamara on the outside more, Ingram more of their power back. Short yardage back. So if we can make them one-dimensional, even though, Drew's going to sling. Drew slings.
What scares me is Kamara out of the backfield passing.
Yeah, that's a big one. We're going to somehow have to cover him.
Who's covering him?
I have no idea.
Our secondary is depleted.
Thank
God they don't have any wide receivers.
Yeah.
Because we don't have a secondary.
Yeah. Our one guy, I don't even know who he was last week. He tried to tackle on Zeke, and Zeke went like this. Whoop! Airmailed him.
I did hear though, Timmy Jernigan is out.
Yeah. Oh, he's out.
He's out today.
I seen him fucking around in practice. Thought he was ready to go.
He's practicing, but I saw this morning that he was out.
That's not good. I thought we were gonna get me some Timmy.
Let's get over to the fam. They're flying in over here on the book.
Yeah. See what they're saying.
Frank Enterreich. Hi guys. What's up, Frank?
What up, Frank?
Derek Pohl. I feel an upset if they can win this game. They are back.
All right, Derek. We definitely need to win. We need to win.
Frank Vespi chimes in. They lose and don't cover, unfortunately. The Saints are 2, and he has a bunch of fire emojis right now.
The Saints are fire, but fuck
they
you,
are.
Frank. We don't like that kind of. We don't like to start our day with that kind of emotion, Frank. Damn it.
Chuck chimes in. Good morning, fellas. Eagles lose but cover. Not expecting them to win, but if I'm to have any hope in them winning the division, they still need to play well today and show they can perform at a high enough level to rip off a bunch of wins down the stretch.
Absolutely, Chuck.
That's exactly what you just said.
We need to somehow. If we can keep it close today and have a shot to win, that would be the best. If we can go into the fourth quarter today, trailing by a score or less, or in the lead, that would be spectacular. Just a chance to win the game would be great.
Frank Enterreich comes back. Do you have any leagues with punters and coaches? Not sure what that means. Then he comes back with Eagles win this week. Gregory Marshall Judge, tie or Saints win 42-14.
Wow. How the hell do you go from a tie to Saints win 42-14? It's a big difference there, buddy. That's a 4-touchdown swing.
Tom Arnone checks in, wins outright. Let's go. Jimmy Boo.
You know where Tommy's coming at.
Guys, I need your expertise desperately this week. Who do I start? D.D. Westbrook, Ebron, or Cole Beasley? I think it's Ebron pretty easily.
I don't know. Fun fact, Colts have 15 touchdown passes to tight ends, but who are they playing? They're playing
Colts are playing
Tennessee. Tennessee has not let up a touchdown to a tight end. Don't jump on the Ebron train, all right? Maybe Dede. I'm thinking a little Dede.
Against the Steelers?
Yeah. They're going to have to score some points in that game.
The Cowboys are playing who? I'm sorry?
Cowboys play
Atlanta.
Derek Poole run the ball.
Now the Beasley one's not bad, but with the thing with Beasley, just to finish that off, is Amari Cooper now being there. Beasley's not getting the same amount of targets he was getting before, so you can't he might only have 4 or 5 targets, which hurts you. But I mean, they're gonna have to score in that game. It's in Atlanta, I'm pretty sure, right? Robbie, is that in Atlanta?
It is in Atlanta.
Yeah, so that's gonna be a high scoring game, you would think. So I would say. This could come back to bite you, but I would say stay away from Ebron and go with either Dede or Beasley, in my opinion.
Okay.
Yeah, a little factor there, too, is Deion Jones is going to be making his return to the Atlanta defense, so that'll be a little step in the right direction.
That's like that's like their coverage linebacker, right? He's a good player.
Yeah, he is. Derek Poole, run the ball. Frank Enterreich, outscore them always helps, obviously.
Well, yeah.
John Trino, dominate time of possession. Absolutely, it's spot on.
Have to sustain drives.
Reese Tomaszewski, who dat? Okay.
Okay. Yep. Go
Jimmy
fuck
Mood,
yourself.
They need to get their godlike. They need to get to their godlike quarterback.
Yes, absolutely.
And he is playing very godlike right now.
Yes, we need to remove that mole from his face.
Dave
Put
Keene,
it back on, baby.
Who cares? There's 87 days and 21 hours and 7 minutes until pitchers and catchers report. Bryce Harper, let's go. Rob Povia, double MT. Put an outside spy. Yeah, put an outside spy on Kamara.
Okay.
And
pray.
Pray.
We're gonna
the pray emoji is very big.
We might need a couple prayers. If anybody does the church thing, I don't necessarily, but put a couple of prayers in for us. Throw a couple our way.
Reese says they have a better team than the Eagles. There's no question. Go Saints. Give up. We're not going to give up, but you guys are the better team. That's not.
That doesn't mean it's the NFL. Anybody can win.
Stephanie Hoover score more than they do.
What up,
By
Hooves?
the way, I don't
What up, Hooves?
IDAF how they win as long as they do.
Absolutely.
They
can win 3-2. We don't give a fuck.
Tom says he's calling in 5. Let's talk about it. We'll see if we answer.
Apparently he's calling right now.
Brian Daly, I agree with Wilson. They have to find a way to the end zone and sustain drives. They also need the defense. Hold on, Bri.
What up, Daly?
Couldn't see the rest of the sorry. Mike Parker, yo, boys.
What up, Spidey?
Terry Jones, I think Adams has his first TD in the first quarter.
Hopefully we're going to need to – if we can somehow run the ball. I know we haven't been able to run the ball at all, but to sustain drives, running the ball would be great against this team. So
Car King Abel comes in with a bunch. We need to beat the Saints, beat Saints. A whole bunch of Eagles emojis.
Let's get it.
Contain the breeze. He's all fired up already.
Let's get
I love
it.
Chris Gordon, Saints blow out Eagles.
All right.
Says, sorry, but look at the Eagles whole season, and I can't really blame him there.
Yeah, but we haven't gotten blown out all year, so.
True.
So where are you on that one?
Ralphie LaRalpho Ball chimes in. Today might be a long day.
Could be, Ralph.
Debbie Kephart says C, so that's Eagles win outright.
Watching that Lakers last night was pretty long, I bet,
That's all we got on the Facebook. Do we got a special guest on the line? Sure do. Hello, caller. Can I help you?
Are we there?
Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, what's up?
Oh, boss.
Checking in from sunny Florida, huh?
What up, boss?
The jealousy talk continues over on A2D today.
No jealousy. What's up, buddy? How do you think? What do you think about today?
How's the hot tub?
Listen, it's going to come off sounding a lot easier than it is, but what's been our problem all year is slow starts, right? You can't get off to a slow start against this football team.
No.
To me, it's got to be a fast start today. I know they talked about it week in, week out, but they've never done it. So, I mean, today's the day where you have to get off to a fast start. To me, you have to get a 10-0, 7-0, something like that. You got to get a lead early on in this game just to get that confidence and feel good about ourselves. But like Greg was saying, what I was talking about before is just the ebb and flow of the league. Everybody's crowning the Saints. They're the greatest team, since the '85 freaking Bears. And I think we go in and beat them today. I don't know how, really. I mean, I think we can score with them. But I think it comes down to this defense showing up and getting some key turnovers. Like Wilson was talking about, a punt block or, a fumble in their own end or an interception in their own end. We haven't created turnovers all year.
Absolutely.
So,
I'm right with you, Tommy. We need to do something today. Something's going to happen.
It would be nice for this defense to actually pressure a quarterback.
A defensive
at some
TD
point
would be
this season.
huge.
Yeah, defensive touchdown would be monstrous. I don't think we have one all year. Have we had a defensive touchdown all year? Anybody
No,
know?
I don't think.
I don't think we have.
What'd you say?
Have we had a defensive touchdown all year? I don't think we have.
No.
Today
No,
would be a good fucking day.
We've not had a defensive touchdown all year, but to me, yeah, it's on this front four to finally create some pressure on a quarterback. We talk about it every week. We talk about Fletcher never showing up, being on milk cartons and the whole nine. Well, this is the day where he's kind of dominated that. And I would hope that this team's pissed off after Sunday night's loss. I would hope there's a pistol of bunch of guys and a pistol of three going into New Orleans today. But we're going to find a lot about this football team and their character today, aren't we?
Yeah, I think
agree.
so. Because I think the Eagles, the fans have traveled well. I see all over the book. There's a lot of fans down there that made this trip. So, I don't know if it's going to be as crazy as Nashville was in terms of a takeover. But I think they're going to travel well and at least have, a cheering section or two to help them out.
I just think I don't care how it happens. Like we were saying, it doesn't matter how it happens. We have to show up today. We got to show that we got some fucking mocks, and we got to somehow get a win. Can we somehow get a win today? It's a tough task, but if you want to make the playoffs, you got to perform with your back against the wall, and that's where we are right now. So, can we get it done? Can we get it done?
All the talking, like the pressure's off of us, all the talking that, we've got to go out and play football, all that crap, doesn't matter. You lose today. This is your season on the line, and we're going to find out what they're made of. But to me, what do you guys think? Do you guys think Golden Tate's more involved this week? Obviously more involved than he was last week.
I would have to hope so.
I mean, he only played 19 snaps last week. I would have think that he's going to have to play at least double that this week. I'm hoping that I would assume they got him more assimilated to the offense, maybe a couple packages that are kind of specifically for him. And I mean, you're going to have – listen, we're going to have to score today, Tommy. You know it. I know it. Greg knows it. So I would like to see him more involved today. Yeah, I'd like to see about 8 targets out of him at least.
I mean, I think everybody thought his first game, we were on Wednesday previewing at Tom, and we all, you, me, and Mike, all were in the 5, 6, 7, 8 catch range, and he only plays 19 snaps. Like that doesn't seem like a team that was desperate for a win and bring in a real weapon. You know what I mean? So I would like to hope he's got a little bit more action this week. I would love to see him in that 5, 6 catch range with that 8, 9 targets. I don't care if they're all slants and like slant and goes.
Exactly.
Just get the ball in his hands. I just think he's too dynamic not to use him. I mean, you traded for him. Why not use him?
Yeah, obviously. I mean, you want him to know the playbook, but I think at this point he's got to have at least the good.
He's got to have enough.
He's got to have enough of it now to at least be at least half of it. You would think, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So at least half the plays he should be on the field. So I'm looking forward to him to have a pretty good day.
Yeah, I agree. Well, double the snaps. I'm right there. 19, you double that. Probably where he's going to be at today. Before I let you guys run, what do you think about a little more up-tempo offense today? I'm not trying to reinvent the Chip Kelly wheel here or anything like that, but in the second half last week, we were a little more up-tempo with stuff, and it seems like we have a little success with that. I would love if we get this first down on our first drive just to stay up-tempo with them. Their defense stinks. Okay, I mean, their offense can light you up and drop 50 on you in a heartbeat, but their defense flat-out stinks. They're not good enough. We talked about this early on in the year that defense wasn't good enough because they were getting gashed early on in the year.
Yeah.
I think we can gash them again today, but it's all going to come down to our defense getting off the field on third down. I know we talked about it. I know it's easier said than done, but this is where the defense was so successful last year is they got off the field on third down. You cannot let them go up and down the field on you all day. This defense, this is a response game from this defense. It totally is. They were embarrassed Sunday night.
Yeah.
It was embarrassing.
They should have been.
To me, it's make it or break it for this defense. And if they don't get it done, I know Wilson's going to hate this, but the Jaguars are talking about, wanting to trade Jalen Ramsey. Hey, I'm all in. What do you want?
I mean, he's a hell of a player. He's a crumb, though, but he's a hell of a player.
Yeah, he's a crumble. Let me give my score. I'm going to say 34. I'm going to say 34-28. 34-28. We hold them under 30. We finally score over 30, and we win this football game somehow.
All right, Tommy.
All right.
I mean, I like it, and to go with your up tempo thing, it seems like Carson likes the up tempo. He seems to throw the ball better when we're up tempo. Like you said, second half on Sunday we were up tempo, and he was slinging out there. So maybe there's something to that, and then maybe we should go up tempo off the bat. But like we said, we got to sustain drives. We can't, if we're going up tempo, we can't be going 3 and out.
Yeah,
we got to sustain drives.
No, absolutely not. Yep, absolutely not. I just think you got to get him into a rhythm early there. This game cannot be based off the second half adjustments. You know what I mean?
Correct.
Like, you cannot be down, 17-7 or 21-10. You can't be down like that and expect, okay, well, we're going to make great second half adjustments and we're going to come back. No, you got to start hot and make great second half adjustments today.
Yeah.
It's a game where you got to play your A-plus game today to go down there and beat a team that's hard to beat in their building. But I think we shocked the world today. I hate the dog man talk, but put the dog man on and let's go eat today.
Let's go.
Let's go eat. All right, buddy.
All right, boys,
All right, Tommy. Thanks, brother.
Yeah, enjoy Florida. We'll see you when you get back, buddy.
Later, boys.
Say it.
All right. That was the boss there on the Real Take hotline or the Real Talk hotline checking in from sunny Florida. He might have been in the hot tub. He might have been skinny dipping.
Tub talk.
Not really sure.
He was probably eating an egg white omelet because he's kind of gay, but we'll let him go. We'll let him go.
But no, he wanted to check in with us. He misses the fam. But no, that call was brought to you by Gibson Mayer LLC, our certified public accountant. Make him yours. You can find him online, GibsonMayer.com. I think we're gonna have the doc checking in here in a couple minutes too.
Yeah.
I think the doc tried to chime in.
I think
while,
he tried. I was gonna
while
say,
Tommy was
I think
on.
we might have got a call from the doc while Tom was rolling.
But why Rob reconnects? Let's get back to the fam. Jimmy Moo. I'm gonna go Westbrook. Sir, ignition pays off. I will absolutely buy you a drink or 3 because I'm a playing a guy I can't.
And Jimmy, I'm gonna hold you to it.
And he's gonna drink them.
I'm gonna hold you to it.
Brian Daly. They gotta keep the Brees from converting on third downs.
Absolutely.
Got
to get them off the field. Get
fired up.
their offense off the field.
Car King Abel fired up, baby. Love my birds. Absolutely. Sean Worth, 37-34 birds.
Let's go. Let's get it.
Robert Utz, Eagles get blown up by 30.
I mean, that could happen.
That would be option B, Robert.
We're going to say that doesn't happen, but it could. You never know.
William Davis, I'm going Dawkins in all black. We need the defense to show up. No question about it. Greg Bing, run the ball and stay to it. Keep Brees off the field.
I'd like to see some Adams today. I think it's time. I think we've all moved past the Smallwood, and I think it's time for some Adams today. I'd like to see Adams get the ball today.
Tom chimes in with crying emojis, cry laughing emojis, egg white omelet, LOL, and he goes back-to-back calls.
Heyo.
Mike Parker, I think Wentz is the man today. DraftKings Wilson.
Okay. All right, Mikey. I like that. I like the game today. A lot of yards in this game today.
Robert Utz, we found out about their character last week, didn't we? Yeah, but a lot of character also, though, is how you bounce back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're right.
When you get punched in the mouth, are you gonna cry? Are you gonna go run home and cry, or are you gonna punch back?
Robert, you're spot on. Last week was very demoralizing, but it's how do we respond? So we'll see what happens. And then Ritter. Andy Ritter chimes in from Houston.
What up, Ritter?
The inmates are running the asylum today. Hey, you know how we roll.
Yes, we are.
You know how we roll. But Robbie, I think
I might raid the fridge on the commercial break. We'll see what happens.
Just some beers in there. That's it.
That's fine.
Oh.
I think we lost the doc.
Uh-oh.
We'll try to get him back.
You can leave it back there, Robbie. That didn't sound too good.
Yeah, it was a little. I think I had like a dog whistle in my ear for a second there. But yeah,
we're trying to get the doc. Sorry, guys, we're trying to get the doc on.
But like, if anybody else, like, I want to know what do we have to do today?
If you have any questions
to get the W,
send them in.
You know, like, what do you guys think that we need to run the ball today? I mean, obviously, we'd like to run the ball, but what do you guys think? I want you guys to let us know while we start talking to the doc here.
Hello, Paul.
What's up?
Hey, Paul. What's going on?
What's up, Doc? How are you?
I'm all right.
Good.
How you doing?
Good. It's just Wilson and I today running the show. Tommy's in Florida. Sweeps is babysitting. So we got, I guess, the inmates, they call us, running the show today.
Somebody's got to run it.
Absolutely, absolutely. We're going to get right into it here with you, Doc. What do you think? What do we have to do to win today?
Yeah, man, I think balanced attack, right? I mean, that's what I'm thinking. I think, like, the run was working a little bit last week or the week before, and then we just got away from it, I believe.
Yeah.
I think a balanced attack. If we can do that, I mean, that's part of what needs to happen, I think.
Absolutely. If we can sustain drives and keep their offense off the field, that would be great.
Yeah, no doubt, man. And, it's just and then obviously the defense has got to step up, man. I don't know how we're going to control Drew Brees here, but we'll see.
Yeah, it's a tough task for sure.
You think they're going to blitz them much or what?
I think we're going to have to. We're going to have to try to rattle him somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think the key with, a guy like Breeze, and it's similar to a guy like Brady, you got to get him off his spot.
Absolutely.
You can't have him just drop back and then sit there and peruse the field waiting to pick off somebody.
I was going to say, he'll pick you apart. Like you said, he's 74% completion percentage right now. So if you let him sit back there, he's going to pick you apart.
Yeah. He's definitely, he's a guy who's been there, done that, real experienced, and he can definitely, make things work. So
yeah, he can definitely make it a long day for us. That's for sure. I think we're going to have to give pressure to him. That's a given. And it's like maybe like we said, maybe we're going to have to blitz like the Doc said. Maybe our front four is going to have to show up. Somehow we're going to have to get pressure in Breeze's face.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it, man.
And we wanted to talk a little injuries with you here, Doc, but we don't really have much. We were hoping maybe Timmy Jernigan was going to come back, but now they're saying he's not going to play.
Yeah, he's not back.
So
those back injuries, they're really touch and go, aren't they? Regardless of what it is.
That's it, man. And it's obviously it's all individual, and we think that he's had plenty of time to rehab and what have you. And I guess you don't know the full extent of where he's come along until he really starts to load up and get more deep into practices and things like that, or he can handle those almost game time type of stresses.
Yeah, getting hit and stuff. That's what I figured. Because he's been practicing for like a little over a week now. We were kind of hoping he was going to play, but then they came out this morning and said he's out, so they must still be a little wary of the back.
Yeah, obviously, yeah, right. I mean, if he was good to go, he'd be green lighted. I mean, that's like Sproles, man. I almost texted Tom. I was like, "Yeah, we got Sproles back last week." And then before he even,
I know, right?
Before he even did that, his hamstring's injured again.
This is why we can't have nice things,
So Doc, speaking of Sproles, and we see it on the other side with the Sixers with Wilson Chandler. As these guys age and are getting older, Wilson Chandler's a veteran in the NBA, and obviously Sproles, we know, is 36. What is it about the hamstring, I guess maybe, I don't know if it's just the hamstring specifically, but that takes so much longer to heal, versus, I guess, when you're younger, like 24, 25?
Yeah. I mean, I think what happens, part of it is, we heal that faster when you're young. I mean, that's just a given. I think it's just, maybe there's less stress on our body cumulative, over time that it has to deal with. But the structures of the what they call the cellular structure or the matrix of the tendons and the muscles change as we age. And, it's like older people, they can get stronger, but it takes a lot longer for them to get stronger, but they can get stronger. So if you kind of use that context, you got a guy in his 30s or mid 30s compared to a guy in his 20s, they're just going to take longer. And then add to the fact that they're going to now do the same stresses as that young guy's going to do, in terms of playing on the field. So, there's several factors there, I think, that add up. And then you never know. Each individual guy has a different makeup that may make him heal faster or have his healing delayed.
Now, specifically with the hamstring, is there a way to test, whether someone is good or bad without actually going out there and almost re-injuring it?
Well, there's clinical tests to test for hamstring strain and tears and things like that. But, they're very, I guess like static or low tests. Nothing's going to simulate that.
Like a full sprint stress, or something, right? Yeah. I guess
like
until you get out there, right? You're not going to really know.
Yeah, I mean, it's like the ACL with Carson Wentz. I mean, they have these hop tests and things they do on one leg. And, you got to be at least, 80, 85% of the other leg in order to proceed. And, again, that type of test is only, your body weight, and it's not under game conditions and the speed of the game. There's so many factors there. So, you do what you can do as best, with the evidence and the science that's behind it. But, it's not 100%.
Yeah, I'm with you on that, Doc. I mean, I guess like you said, until you get out there and you get hit, you don't really know, right? So. Yeah,
I mean, there's a lot of, actually, it was just on Facebook or on the internet about, the different type of hamstring exercises to do to get a hamstring better. And you would think, all right, a hamstring, it flexes the knee, and you would do like those hamstring curls, like on a weight machine. But a lot of the rehab for the hamstrings really needs to be done with like the foot fixed onto the ground, and you're doing like these different like deadlifting and single leg standing stuff. There's a whole bunch of stuff. I mean, I can actually send a link if you guys want to post it so people can take a look at it.
Yeah, absolutely, we will.
Yeah, send it over.
But there's some cool stuff there. And, sometimes the rehab has to be spot on. And I know these guys at the higher level, they're doing that. But you can't just do like hamstring curls to get the hamstring stronger. It's going to take more than that.
If we get two guys back from injury, Sidney Jones, Lane Johnson. Lane Johnson obviously was back last week, but it seems like again he's just toughing it out. Am I right, Doc? With the knee and then also the high ankle sprain, he's just toughing it out.
Yeah, he's just manning it up. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean the MCL sprain of his knee. I mean, I figured he could be back on that. Like I said, I think last week they could put a brace on that, and I think he could be fine.
Yeah, he's definitely wearing a brace. So you're right about that.
So he might have more of an issue with that high ankle sprain where he's got to really he's an offensive lineman, right?
Yes.
So, he's got to really his ankles really have to work high on a load because they got a defensive guy pushing him backward. And that ankle's got to really stabilize. And that high ankle sprain is where the two lower leg bones meet. And, again, it could just be the ligament that's kind of irritated. And then at a higher level, I forget who it was earlier in the year that had it, but then there's a fracture. There could be a fracture there. I forget which guy had that on the Eagles earlier this year, but he's out. So, it just may be that's a very tender spot on Lane, and, he's toughing it through. But, when you got that pain there, you move differently, so he's probably not, he's obviously not 100%.
Yeah, he's definitely not. Well, I mean, it's good that he's toughing it out because he's one of our best players, but like you said, he's definitely not 100%. So, well, hopefully he can hold up today.
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And we got any? We don't really have any other injuries.
No other really injuries.
We had Darby Turrs there.
Yeah, that's going to be you figure that's about a 10-monther. So.
Oh yeah, easy. Yeah, I mean, if he has it now, I mean, could he be ready for he had it earlier on, right? Than Carson Wentz did, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he could probably be ready for next year. Whether or not they bring him back, I don't know. But
I was going to say we don't know if they're going to bring him back, but you figure. Even if he's not here, if he's somewhere else, he should be about ready to go right around the start of the season, right?
Yeah, I would think so. Yeah.
So, but that's a big loss for us considering we're already decimated in the secondary. So.
Yeah, no doubt.
We're gonna really it's gonna be trying to somehow stop Brees today. Like you said, like the doc said, we're gonna have to run the ball today because we got to keep them off the field.
Got to keep them off the field.
Got to keep them off the field. So.
Yeah, man.
Can we do it? Is the question.
We need about 10 more versions of the Philly special.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind that.
Hey, Doc, do you got a score for us? A prediction?
Oh man, I gotta tell you, man, any score that has the Eagles winning, I'm for. But it's interesting. I think I hate to say it, they're either gonna get killed or they're gonna win big. I think it's going to be like the two extremes, like either they're going to like play up to the Saints level and come out with a big win, or they're just going to get hammered. I mean, I don't know what a score is going to be, but like I said, obviously any score that's got them coming out on top that's what I'm for.
Nice. I think you're spot on though too.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be one of the two extremes. Either like they win outright or just get Boat race.
Yeah, we're hoping it's not a boat race, but it could happen.
Might see some players laying in gutters on Bourbon Street after the game.
Let me tell you, one or two things will happen. They're either going to win or they're going to lose.
There you go.
That's like a John Madden quote. Thanks, John. Tough acting, acting. Oh, that's great.
Awesome. Yeah, I mean, I think that's it. Paul, what do you guys got going on over there at Specialized Physical Therapy?
We're still collecting cans, right?
So, yeah, we just finished up that food drive. So thanks for everyone who participated. We greatly appreciate it. I know the food pantries do. We got a 5K in Burlington on December 1st that we're going to be at the start line, and we're going to be doing pre and post stretching of people if they want it before and after the race. What we got going on, which we always have going on, but we're going to start pushing out like a Black Friday special. We're going to have a discount on what we call our Sport Ready program. And a Sport Ready program is basically a physical assessment of strength, range, flexibility, stability of an athlete. And we also combine that with preseason, like concussion screening. So it's kind of like a comprehensive, are you ready to play for the season type of thing. So
awesome.
I know the winter sports are just starting.
I was going to say just starting, so that's perfect. Yeah.
Yeah. Or it could be, an early start to the spring sports, but we're going to get information up, and we can send you guys a link. But that's going to be a program we're going to run starting this week.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, send what you got over, and we'll get it out. Where this 5K on December 1st? Where's that at?
That is, I think it's called Green Acres Park in Burlington.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe that's the name of the park.
Okay.
Yeah, that's just it's right in Burlington Township, and so yeah, if you want to participate, I think it's you have to do it through them. I think it's like a $20 fee to run. So
beautiful. Maybe we'll get out there.
Yeah, man,
we'll get out there, get some stretches in.
Maybe we'll get out there.
I'm not going to run, but we'll find somebody that can run.
Me and Willie ain't running, that's for sure.
We'll get sweeps out there to run or something.
I heard Tom might run, but he might be in Florida, so
Yeah, I mean, it could be his 11th vacation.
It could be his 15th vacation.
We don't know.
Who knows?
We don't know. He likes to group them together because he claims he only has 2, but they last a month and a half long.
Awesome.
That's great.
Yeah, Doc. Well, like you said, send us over all that information, and we'll definitely get it posted out to the family for anyone that's interested.
That sounds good.
Awesome. Well, Paul, thanks for calling in and checking in with us.
Absolutely, Doc. Great talking to you, and have a happy Thanksgiving if we don't talk to you.
Yeah, you too, guys, and go Birds, man.
Go Birds.
Absolutely, go Birds. Thanks, Doc.
Thanks, Paul.
All right, later.
And that was our Doc. Make him yours. Paul Vidal with Specialized Physical Therapy. 3 offices, Burlington, Princeton, and Cherry Hill. He is our sponsor every Sunday, and he checks in with us, obviously, with our injuries.
And he's the best.
You do not need a referral to go in there.
If you guys are getting ready for some spring sports, like you said, or winter sports just starting, go down there and get the checkup. Get your flexibility, your range of motion, everything down. Doc will hook you up.
They accept most, we'll just say all.
We'll say all.
Most major insurances, and like I said,
we're going to go all.
They do not need you do not need a referral to go in there. So just stop on in, tell them A2D sent you, and see the doc. And Willie, who knows? Maybe we'll make an appearance out there on December 1st.
I'm down with that.
See what we got going on.
Have a couple road sodas with us. We'll have a good time. We got family chiming in?
Yeah, family chiming in. Ishmael Rodriguez, defense needs to hold down the Saints running game.
Let's go, Ish.
Vinny Massington chimes in.
What up, Vin?
Hammies linger. Like the concussions, once you tear them, they're much easier. Meager chimes in with the doc, and then he says Birds win outright.
Wow. That's a pretty big flip from Meager yesterday. Christ, Kyle. All right, this is the Kyle I like. All right, Kyle.
Well, you probably got Foles quarterback.
I heard Carson went down. We're going to win.
Vinny checks back. When you cut or kick it into another gear, that's when it pops. Absolutely, Vin. Alberta Harkins, C, we will win today against Satan. I think she means the Saints. I think
we'll take it.
Either
Satan
or
Satan
Saints.
works. Satan works.
Freudian
I have
slip.
faith in my Eagles. Dawn Ormsby, 1 yard at a time.
What up, Dawn?
Ralph Delvecchio, go to sleep. Oh, she's replying to a bunch of people.
Oh, Ralpho.
Tom's laughing. We'll get some stretches in. And he goes, you guys are brutal. Dawn checks in. Happy birthday, Doc. Hey, Robbie, anything good over on the YouTube? I'm sure they're flying in over there. I don't want to miss the YouTube fam.
Yeah, there was one particularly
Meager
noteworthy
says Carson
comment.
plays like Superman today.
Okay.
Well, I don't know.
Look at Meager coming around.
A lot of comments, a lot of trolls, some Saints trolls here, but we're going to start off with.
We like Saints trolls.
We'll get to them.
Thanks for joining.
Absolutely. We'll start off with Renee Ballard. She says, we need defense to make stops and offense to protect, I guess, the offensive line to protect Carson Wentz. Have a good running game, special team score, and do not turn over the ball, all in caps. She predicts.
We would love that. That sounds like good. Special team score sounds good to me.
Yeah. I think she hit everything.
Everything that we want. What was
check.
her prediction?
All check marks, a check there. 37-31 birds.
Okay.
Ooh,
Okay.
I like it.
Absolutely. Get back.
I'd be
to
real
the
happy if that
beginning
happened.
here.
Yeah.
A lot of people welcoming me back. What up, boys? Yeah, boy. Scotty goes, what up, boys? How do them heaters feel?
The feet are good. Everything else a little cold.
I guess in response to something you said earlier in the show, he goes 10-0. Why can't we score 21 straight points?
There you go.
All right, let's go.
I think that was Tommy. I think Tommy, was hoping to get off to a quick start.
Yeah, Tommy wants a quick start.
Yeah.
Yeah. TTB ball on.
What up, TTP?
TT.
Chiming in, Jimmy, and let's go Birds.
Jimmy! You sons of bitches! That's all I kept thinking about last night after he hit that shot. It was like Leota, like, Jimmy!
I'm sitting there. I'm like, what are you doing? Yes!
It was actually a harder shot than the one at the end of the fourth.
It was.
When he did the
When he did
fadeaway.
the little pirouette.
Yeah, step back, yeah. It was, but hey, you make it, you make it. Let's
Absolutely.
go. Let's get it.
Gongos 951 goes, what's happening, people?
What up, Gongos?
Back to work as the stream goes live. Feels bad, man.
Oh, thanks for checking in. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. And then you got Chris Garland chiming in, Eagles suck.
Cool.
No explanation necessary there. No firing back. I
That's
guess.
fine. Subscribe.
I mean, after last week, you can't really say much after that.
We're 4-5. So, we know what we are currently. We're 4-5.
Absolutely. And then, of course, Dave Rosca, hey, boys, Rams 10-1. And I go, not yet, Rosca. Still got to beat the Chiefs on Monday night.
Let's go, Rosca.
What up, Rosca?
We
How's
all
Mandy
know.
Rose?
Like we said, Rosca, until you win a playoff game, no one gives a fuck. So, but hey, what's up? How are you? So that should be a hell of a game Monday night, though, Dave.
It's gonna be a great game.
Looking forward to it.
I might actually watch a Monday night game for first time in a long time.
The last one wasn't useless.
Andy Ritter, by the way, boys, I got 35-31 Eagles in the home of WrestleMania 34. Shameless WrestleMania plug to fill out your ballots.
Well,
I'll get mine in there. I got to catch up on SmackDown. I'm 2 weeks back. I started NXT last night. It was pretty good so far.
I'll tell you what we're going to do. Since this is our first early show of the year,
yeah,
right? We're going to run some games down. And for the degenerates out there, we'll give you our picks.
Yeah.
We'll give
do
our
it
picks.
now?
Yeah, we'll do it right now.
All right, let's go.
And then we'll talk a little DFS, and then maybe a little commercial break, and then we're going to get in some Sixers.
Yeah.
But so the line is moved, by the way. The Saints are 7.5 now. People taking the Eagles. People taking the Eagles.
Money is large on the Eagles.
So Saints minus 7.5. We already said, we like the Eagles.
We like to cover.
We like the Eagles in the points. Then you got Pittsburgh at Jacksonville. Pittsburgh minus 4.5. I like Pittsburgh today.
Give me the Jags.
You know why? Listen, the Jags played them.
With the points. I don't think the Jags win.
Yeah. But I'm saying the Jags beat them twice last year, and in the playoffs, obviously, in Pittsburgh. I think Pitt's going to be a little upset about that. Come out. I think Pittsburgh wins by
I just think
by 10
Jacksonville's
points
a different team with Fournette back there.
They are.
You know
they
what
are
I mean?
for sure.
So it was tough because that was one of my games that I thought for suicide.
Yeah, well, I took Pittsburgh in my suicide. So
I didn't.
Let's go.
I didn't.
Let's go.
I stayed away.
I was so nervous. I'm like, I can't take Arizona. I don't trust.
That's where I went.
I don't trust Arizona. Like Curly, can your team fucking win a game?
No.
Scumbag Raiders. Okay, so we got Baltimore minus 6.5 at home against Cincy.
Cincy wins outright.
I like Cincy plus the points.
Cincy wins outright.
Take Cincy, go to sleep. That's a given.
Lamar Jackson's playing. Joe Flacco's out.
Wait, is Lamar Jackson playing?
Lamar Jackson is playing.
Oh, my God. Cincy's going to roll, dude.
Joe Flacco is out maybe for a couple weeks, I just heard.
Really?
From Shefty.
I'll tell you right now, okay? I know some people want to jump on Lamar Jackson train. This dude has never started before. It's going to be a rough day for Lamar Jackson. I'll tell you that right now. He might have some flash plays, but it's going to be a rough day.
They're going to mix him in with RG3. I don't think he's going to be. He might start the game, but it's going to be it's all Lamar.
According to Schefter, it's going to be more Jackson than RG3.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
While it may be a little mixed, it's going to be more Jackson than RG3.
Wow. Well, I mean, with those two,
yeah,
RG3 is a pile of shit, so that makes sense. All right, so then we're big Texans fans today. We got Houston at Washington. Houston's -3
on the road.
Road. That's tough. As a home dog, I would avoid this game, like if I was a bettor. But
If you were a bettor.
I know.
If you were a bettor.
I know. My new bank won't let me put money into the DraftKings Sportsbook.
It's the worst.
I've been like flipping out. I've told them I'm going to change banks.
Isn't that the worst?
They're like, well, we're not equipped for that yet. I'm like, well, fucking get equipped. Get equipped. William Penn, you prick. So anyway, I'm going to go Houston just because we want Washington to lose this game today as Eagles fans. So, but I would avoid that game. I think it's going to be pretty tight.
Yeah, I mean it's tough going against a home dog though.
Yeah, you don't like home dogs are rough. Another home dog, Carolina at Detroit. Detroit is getting 4 at home. Detroit's just in shambles.
They
though.
are.
They're in
There's
shambles.
a whole lot of injuries. I don't think Darius Slay's playing again for the defense.
Yeah. Detroit's in a bad spot. I know they could keep it close, but I would take Carolina
I'm
in that
Carolina.
game. Then we got Tennessee at the Colts. Colts -1.5.
Colts win.
I think Colts win, too. Colts playing good ball. Tennessee's a good team, though.
It's shocking to see what Andrew Luck looked like in week 2, right, versus us, to what he looks like now.
Andrew, well, we thought he was going to, once he gets back, because he's that good of a player.
Oh, and he's phenomenal.
And he's throwing the ball 50 times a fucking game.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. But, yeah.
And his Twitter game is off the charts.
I love me some Andrew
Luck.
Luck.
Twitter game is off the charts.
He's like one of those, he's got like retard strength, that
yes.
dude. You look at him, you're like, that dude's retarded. But he's got some retard strength in him, I'll tell you that. And then we got another game that we're going to be rooting heavy Falcons. Dallas at Atlanta. Atlanta -3 and a hook. We're big Falcons fans today. I like Atlanta. Today.
Yeah,
I think Atlanta covers too.
Yeah, I think they roll.
Then this game, which is a pile of shit, but Tampa at the Giants. Giants -3.
Why?
I don't know. I would take Tampa.
How are the Giants 3-point favorites?
I was gonna say
against anybody.
If you're playing the Giants and you're getting points, I like you. So I'll take Tampa.
Would Fitz Daddy? Yeah, give me Tampa. Give me Fitz Daddy.
That being said, that game could be awful. It could be like 9-3. Who knows? Somehow the Tampa had 500 yards last week and 3 points. So put that one together.
Well, maybe that's why they're dogs.
Then another one that we were just talking about. Oakland at Arizona. Arizona -5.
Come on, Arizona. Daddy needs a new pair of shoes.
I love the Raiders.
I need Arizona.
Hop on the Raiders.
Curly, tell your boys to just tank. Tank for Bosa.
They've been tanking.
Tank for Joey Bosa's brother.
And then we got Denver at the Chargers. This should be a pretty tough game. Denver seems to play them tough, I feel like.
Yeah, division rival, absolutely.
Chargers are -7. I like Denver getting the points. I think the Chargers win, but I think Denver
-7? Yeah, it's a lot of points.
I think Denver keeps it within a touchdown.
It's a lot of points, especially because, again, like we always talk about with the Rams, there's no home field advantage anymore in L.A.
No.
So it's not like you're going to San Diego. Not that there was much there, but
yeah,
at least San Diego is their own stadium.
True.
You know?
Yeah, no, I'm right with you. I like Denver in the points. And then we got the night game tonight is Minnesota at Chicago. Should be a very good game. It's like battle for first place in NFC North. Minnesota at Chicago. Chicago's -2 and a hook. This game could go any way, in my opinion. It could go. There's a couple different ways this game can go. I'm going to take Minnesota just because I trust them more. I like Chicago. I like Mitchell.
Mitchie Poo.
He's getting better. He's getting better every week. But I'm going to go with Minnesota in that game plus the 2.5.
I'm going Minnesota. I mean, not that 2.5's outright, but yeah, I think they win the game outright.
No, I mean me too. But
yeah.
I would take the points. Unless you just want money line it. I mean, then money line by all means. And then Monday night, probably the game of the week, maybe the game of the year so far.
Might be.
We're supposed to be in Mexico. It's not going to be. It's going to be in L.A. KC
with a lot of free tickets given out.
at the Rams. Rams are -3.5. Take KC. I like KC in this game. I think KC wins this game.
This is getting back to like the Eagles of old, right? This is that game that Andy Reid wins. You know what I mean? This is that game that Andy Reid and when he's used to with the Eagles, it's that game that it's a good game. They probably shouldn't win.
Yeah.
Because they're like, you got the young quarterback, not really a hostile environment, but this is
Still on the
Andy,
road, yeah.
This is a game Andy wins usually, and so I'm with you. I'm going with the Chiefs.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure they're going to win outright, but getting
4 points.
Yeah, I mean, getting 4, I got to take the Chiefs getting 4. They're too good to get 4 points. So,
and especially you look now at L.A., Cooper Kupp's out for the year.
Yep.
So now that wide receiver core, which was so diverse,
takes a bit of a hit,
Takes
I
a little
love me
bit of a
some
hit.
Cooper Kupp.
Takes a hit. So now you only got,
I mean,
you got Cooks and Woods and Gurley. So now that 4-headed monster is a 3-headed monster, and the defenses don't have that much
and
to play.
Higbee doesn't really scare you, at tight end. So
No.
I expect it to be a very good game, though. It should be a really good game to watch. I know the NFL's probably pumped for it.
Yeah.
So Monday night, it's like 2 of the best teams in the league. Should be really fun to watch. Should be high scoring. I like the over in that game.
That's a given. With a newer,
I just hope it's a really good
Rams.
game. I have like 5 Kansas City Chiefs on my fantasy team, so let's run it up. Let's run it up, baby. So, and then that's the games. And then we can also talk a little fantasy. I know we got Robbie over here, the daily fantasy whisperer. So
let's save fantasy for after the break.
we can do that. That's fine.
Little tease.
Yeah, we'll save
We'll tease
fantasy
you.
for after
We'll
the break.
tease you.
I'll give him something before the break.
Okay.
Just
Real
a
quick.
tip.
Just for a second.
Just
See how it
see how it
feels.
feels.
Exactly. 3 of the big games on the slate. I mean, one of them being on the Thursday to Monday slate is the aforementioned Rams Chiefs game. So I loaded up in that game. Certainly didn't fade Gurley in those formats. Wound up going Mahomes, Hill, and Kelsey with a bring back of Gurley. I think that's a good combination there on that slate. But rest of the picks we'll save after the break. But that one game that you mentioned, like who cares? Tampa Bay and Giants. Well, a lot of DFSers care about that game. We'll get to that a little bit.
Oh, for sure.
Okay.
Parker chimes back in, 38-37 Birds. Carson and Cox are his players of the game. Janice May Long, Eagles lose by 14.
I'm going to give my official score.
Dawn Welsh Ormsby, Audubon girls soccer, first time in States today. Go Wave, 12:30, bring it home for the family.
Absolutely. I think if anybody's heading up there, it's at Keene University. And let's go. Let's go, Audubon girls. First time they've ever made it. They upset the team that won in the last 3, I think. So let's go. Let's get it, girls.
And she's crying over Flacco. Mike Parker, Jackson could be sick value on DK. Just needs like 220 and 2 TDs.
Doesn't take much for 2 times, 3 times there. No
Thomas
doubt.
Quintero, watching Fox Sports. No, we're not. Unfortunately, we're not watching anything right now.
Nah.
Chrome checks in. Hey, fellas.
What up, Cromer?
I had the Eagles lose and cover all week. However, I don't know why, but I'm feeling a surprise win. Let's go.
Let's get it.
Ciro. Oh, this is a Shia Kadola. Sorry, I'm gonna kill. I killed that. I apologize.
Yeah, I'm not even going to try.
Yeah. Sorry,
Shannon
Ciro.
Nicola. Shannon Nicola.
That sounds better than anything I did. 34-31 Birds.
Love it.
Now
we love it.
We got to
We
pronounce
love
the
it.
name right because he got the Birds winning.
Hell of a name. Great prediction. Let's go.
And then Dawn chimes. No one puts baby in the corner and talking about the Giants. So we're caught up there.
They put Eli in the corner,
on
though.
On the
I'll tell you
Facebook
that.
fam.
And I'm going to give my score real quick.
Yeah,
We
let's
never
go, let's
really
go.
did.
Yeah, we got a
and I'm
couple
going to
minutes.
give players of the game. I'm not going to pick us to win. I want us to win. Obviously, I think we can win, but I picked us to kill the Dallas. It didn't work, so I'm going to go the other way with it. I'm going to say 31-27 Saints. I think we play hard. We just don't get it done in the end. I look for Carson to have a good game, and I think Brees is going to have a good game because he does every game. So let's. But hey, I'm hoping I'm wrong.
I have the Eagles losing but covering. But every score scenario, I have the Saints putting up a whole lot of points. And so far this year, I just can't get the Eagles over like 24 points.
I mean, have we scored over 28?
No,
I
just
don't think
at that one Giants game where we scored what?
31, right?
31,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
However, because of where I got them, I'm going 37-31. Saints.
Okay.
Cover. They lose but cover, which is where I'm at. I know the offensive potential is there. We haven't seen it this year, and I struggle to just put the faith there that it's gonna.
I just
all of
don't
a
know that
sudden
we're going to
there.
be able to. I know that the Saints don't have a great defense, but are we going to be able to run the ball and sustain drives? We haven't. We haven't against anybody. What makes me think that we're going to today? You know?
Right.
So I still think that we can throw the ball on this team. I think we can score some points on this team. We're going to have to somehow not settle for field goals and score touchdowns. I wouldn't mind seeing Doug be ultra aggressive today, even more than normal. I don't even want to kick field goals today. We're going for it on fourth. We want touchdowns today.
And let's challenge every 1 yard gain or not gain. Like, let's challenge every 1 yard play. Let's go. My player of the game, I'm going to go a little unconventional. I'm going to go Josh Adams.
Okay.
I'm going to go Josh Adams. I
mean, if he runs the ball well, we can win the game.
I think he gets in for 2.
Oh, all right.
Just because we need him to score 31 points, they obviously can't pass for every single one of them, you know. So
Well, they could.
Maybe one's a pass, but I'm going Josh Adams, and on the defensive side, I'm going to go Rasul Douglas. I'm going to go a big pick at some point in the game.
Okay.
With Rasul, so that's where I'm going for my players of the game.
Defensively, I'd like to see. I'm going to say Bradham. How would I say? Nigel Bradham. Just because someone's going to have to cover Kamara and Ingram out of the backfield, and it's probably going to be him a lot. Yeah. So we're going to need him to have a good day. If we want to win, we're going to need him to have a good day.
Sure. And offensively?
Offensively, Carson. Because he's going to have to sling.
Yeah.
We're going to have to score points. I think we all know it. So that's pretty much it. We got to score points. The Saints average probably 35 a game, I would guess, right around there. So we're going to have to score.
We got to check in. Michael Friel checking in from Laverna, Texas.
Oh.
Go Birds.
Let's go.
Michael, thanks for checking in.
Yeah.
We're about to go over to YouTube. So everyone in the Facebook chat, thanks for chiming in. You guys were awesome. Hop over to YouTube, the site. We're going to get ready to go over there. Robbie, before we go, you got a score prediction?
I'm really convinced, much against the industry, this is going to be a close game. It's not going to be a blowout. The Eagles, if I'm their defense, I'm coming in mad. I'm coming in, especially the front seven, to prove a point. So I really feel like they're going to shut down as much as they can Ingram and Kamara. The problem is Kamara runs too well on the outside. Yeah. That's something that they won't have an answer for. MT's going to rip them up. But here's the great thing. On the flip side, the Saints defense, yes, they did improve a little bit with getting Eli Apple. That secondary is still suspect. And now you guys have a full complement of wide receivers in Alshon Tate, Nelson, and also Matthews. So, I mean, even just another hand out there. But still, I mean, Tate's going to take over that role. But you can attack where their weak point is. So I think they keep it close. I'm going to go 34-27 Saints.
Okay.
Not to jinx.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
I think we're all in the same boat. Like it's gonna be a really tough game, guys. And like we said, we're gonna go over to YouTube. We'll answer all your questions over there.
Yeah,
so just hop on over. Subscribe and throw some questions in. But we're just gonna leave you with this on Facebook. Like it's gonna be a super tough game. If we can get to the fourth quarter within a score or in the lead or within a score, we got a chance. That's all we want. Just give us a chance. Give us a chance for a W today.
Absolutely. All right, guys. Thank you.
Facebook fam, we love you.
Facebook, Twitter,
slide
Instagram,
on over.
Slide on over to YouTube.
Short commercial break. We'll be right back over on YouTube.
This segment was brought to you by our doc, Make 'em Yours, Dr. Paul Vidal, Specialized Physical Therapy, offices in Princeton, Cherry Hill, and Burlington. Brian Wilson, Rob Povey. We'll be right back, guys.
Hi, folks. Bob Mannery here. You're listening to A2D Radio, real sports talk radio for the fans, by the fans, no agenda. These guys are the best in the business. Hashtag it. No notes. Hi, folks. Bob Mannery here. You're listening to A2D Radio, real sports talk radio for the fans, by the fans, no agenda. These guys are the best in the business. Hashtag it. No notes. Hi, folks. Bob Mannery here. You're listening to A2D Radio, real sports talk radio for the fans, by the fans, no agenda. These guys are the best in the business. Hashtag it. No notes.
Hey, what's up, fam? Thanks for joining us over on the YouTube. This is Agree to Disagree from the Real Talk Studios, live with our sponsor, Dr. Paul Vidal, Specialized Physical Therapy. You can find him on the web, specializedphysicaltherapy.com. Offices in Princeton, Burlington, and Cherry Hill. We got Mr. Brian Wilson, Rob Povia joining us again. We're going to mix it up a little bit here on the second half. We were going to jump into Sixers and Jimmy BUtler talk, but we're going to continue with the Eagles talk and some fantasy talk and some DFS. Our Scanzano Sports poll question: what is the outcome of the Eagles-Saints game today? If you're just joining us over on YouTube, drop in your thoughts, your predictions, your players of the games, offensive and defensive. Choices on the poll question were Eagles lose but cover, Eagles lose, don't cover, win outright, or tie. Drop some questions.
And if you pick tie, go fuck yourself. We forgot to mention that.
I was going to put other, but
we forgot to mention that.
What else is other? It's tie, so let's go. But we're live over on YouTube. We got some fantasy. We already went through our games of the week. We already went over the games on the day.
Yeah, we gave our little degenerate picks, but we'll do some fantasy talk too. We know everybody's biting their nails. It's getting gritty time in fantasy, so we'll go over some guys we like today.
Just about an hour before kickoff.
Yeah, about an hour to go. Like we said already, like if you haven't answered already, hop in, answer the poll question. Also, I want to know, what do we have to do to win this football game today? Let me know what you think. We got sustained drives. I think we've come down to this about three things. We got to try to keep them off the field by sustaining drives. We're going to need to score touchdowns, and we're going to need some turnovers.
Yeah.
We're going to need some turnovers today.
Something we haven't been able to do
all year,
especially the turnover
all year.
Side. The other 2 points you bring up, we've been able to do at times.
At times,
you know, we've been able to, obviously against the Giants, because who doesn't score against the Giants? We can score touchdowns, but most of the rest of the year, it's 2 touchdowns and then we take the foot off the brake.
Bunch of field goals
or the gas.
We can't.
We
want
can't
to
do that today.
Finish drives today. Sustain drives, finish drives, and can we get some goddamn turnovers? Like we said, we've been waiting for them all year. All year.
I know on Facebook we threw out the agree to disagree. Will the Eagles get 2 turnovers? I questioned, do we have 2 turnovers all year yet? Like, let alone in one game. Do we have them all year?
I thought you meant in a game. I was going to say.
No, we don't have it in a game.
We definitely don't.
But we might not have 2 turnovers all year.
Which is crazy. That's crazy talk.
Yeah.
Somebody strip a ball today. Do something.
Yeah, fly around. Let's go. We definitely need the ball because we got to keep Drew, obviously, off the field. 73, 74%.
That Kamara
accuracy.
with his little bull ring friggin' I don't even know what that thing's called. What is that called? Septum. What a fucking septum ring. God,
what's with running backs having nose piercings?
Somebody smacked that dude in his neck today.
Zeke's got one.
Yeah.
He's got a little stud. He's got probably a little.
He's
stud
my boy, but he's a little effeminate.
He's probably got a little stud somewhere else.
Zeke's got a little limp wrist.
According to our standards, but it's the millennial man now. It's the millennial man.
Dude.
Skinny jeans.
I know, dude.
Avocado toast.
I know. I don't like it. I do like avocado toast.
Yeah,
but
that's pretty good actually.
It's delicious.
You're a problem.
What? You don't like avocado?
No.
What?
Are
you crazy?
Yes.
It's a vegetable.
I like a lot of other things too, but are you going to put a little avocado on some toast, sprinkle a little red onion on top? I'm fine with that.
Oh, good. I just threw up in my mouth.
Jesus Christ. I mean, I'm probably going to go have a chicken cheesesteak after this, but I would have avocado toast as well. I'm just saying. Just throwing it out there.
Cheesesteak talk.
Oh. Everybody loves
cheesesteak.
Oh, yeah. Had enough steak. We're going to go chicken today.
Yeah.
Going chicken. Anywho. Let us know. We're here for you guys.
Any questions, any concerns,
anything you want to talk about. We'll talk about anything you want. And we'll get to the Sixers too. But let's go a little fantasy today. Who do you like? Who do you like today? Maybe a sleeper today. If you're doing a little daily, maybe a sleeper. I know he thinks Josh Adams is going to score 2 touches. That's a sleeper.
Well, maybe.
That's a sleeper.
I'm tempted to put him in my flex, man. Like I was
That's
telling
a
you during the
sleeper.
break.
Uh-oh. And then Robbie's going to be cursing me all night.
Well,
Greg is a damn problem.
usually before I set my lineups, what I immediately do is I look at the lines. I look at what Vegas is saying. What's the team totals? What's the overall over-under? And, I mean, if you look at it, excluding the Kansas City Rams game, which is at a whopping 63, our second over 60 over-under, which I don't believe has happened in the modern era.
That's a lot.
It's a lot for an over-under. But I think it'll be exceeded in that game. 2 other games that could go at least at the over-under, if not above, is the Saints-Eagles game, as well as Tampa Bay at Giants. They're at a 53.5. That's nice. That's in the green, and that's certainly some players that, I know the industry's hot on OBJ. I personally, I'm fading OBJ because if you think about starting a wide receiver against Tampa Bay, usually the chalk is going to go towards that. I'm playing a lot of Barkley. I mean, he's averaging over 1.5 yards more rushing yards than his line is blocking for him.
And he's kind of had like 2 kind of down games in a row. Look for Saquon to have a big game today. I'm with you on that. I look for Saquon to have a big game. I like Kenny Galladay. I like Kenny Galladay today. Marvin Jones is out. Hop on the Galladay train today.
And that's a 49.5 total.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm still in the green.
There's a couple other guys I like Arizona has a good matchup against Oakland today.
Yeah.
You can get some guys on Arizona cheap. David Johnson's been getting really put into the game plan last few weeks. David Johnson's probably still not that. He's probably pretty high today, expensively, but he shouldn't be all the way up. So maybe you can steal him. Maybe Christian Kirk is the kind of guy you could talk about.
He's a guy that I picked up on just regular fantasy that he's been good for a touchdown a game when I've had him, which
and I think
probably with his value is probably about par.
DJ is 7.9K on FanDuel. Don't have access to the DraftKings right now.
Okay,
and
but
who were you talking about?
Christian Kirk.
Christian Kirk is kind of a guy I think
his
that
value.
could be about a sleeper today, like a value pick guy today. They're playing the Raiders. Everyone knows the Raiders stink. So
5.1K, very low.
There should be opportunities for Christian Kirk today.
I mean, I like Fitzgerald too. I mean, he's still
another one. Yeah.
He's at 5.9K, not much more than Kirk.
Also not very expensive. There's other guys I like today too. In that game, I like Jalen Richard. Also, another guy that's
from the
cheap.
Raiders.
That's cheap.
Yeah.
And I just think that the Raiders, to me, the Raiders, they could stay in this game. Arizona's not a very good team, so I see them staying in this game.
Thanks for adding to my anxiety.
So I know. I know. Well, I took Pittsburgh. I'm right with you. I'm getting really anxious about Pittsburgh, but I think Jalen Richard, he's like their pass catching back. You know, they've been using Slug Martin a lot to run the ball. And yes, Slug Martin. That's correct.
From muscle hamster to slug.
I fucking hate Doug Martin. I hate his guts. I swear to God, he's only had one good game in his career, and it was against me in like 3 fantasy leagues. He ran for like 260 against the Raiders one year. But I like Jalen Richard out of the backfield today. I think he catches 5 balls and has a touchdown. Mark it down. Jalen Richard, hop on him. And I know Spidey's out there.
Spidey's he agrees with Barkley.
Spidey loves Carson Wentz today. I know that.
Yep, that's going to go in line with my pick of the day. Arizona's defense from that game, too.
Spidey's also all in on DJ, too. He comes over here in the chat.
Nice.
Also over here in the chat, Andy Ritter, oh, God, not you two jabronis again.
That's what we do. That's what we do, Ritter.
Thought things were supposed to get better after commercial breaks. Sorry, it still was good, good ones.
Yeah,
the good-looking guys.
We're the best, but
he says love the subtle reference, Pove, and then he says chicken cheesesteaks, GTFO.
Yes.
Nick Falk, who dat all day. It very well could be who dat all day. But Spidey's value run wide receivers: Galladay, Cooper, Davis, Aguilar, and Tyreem Smith from the Saints.
Okay. Taquan Smith.
Taquan.
Yeah, I got Taquan Smith in a few lineups. I definitely have Galladay in a few lineups.
Corey Davis, okay. I like Corey Davis.
Nelson Aguilar, too.
Yeah, he is Aguilar.
Really stretching the field now that he's back on the outside with Tate in the slot.
That was one of the good things I saw from last week. There wasn't a lot of good from last week.
Yeah.
But the one I did see is and I think we all kind of expected it when we brought Tate in. Is now we can get Nelly into some of these different looks again. We can get him down the field. We can get him on the jet sweeps, too. but he's stretching the field again, and then catching
and
that
it
ball
should it should be even more this week because you figure that Tate should be more involved
yes,
this week
in the regular offense.
So Nelly's a good play, and he's definitely cheap.
But I do like it's going to be a homer pick, but because of the game. I do like a Carson Wentz, Zach Ertz stack.
Oh, absolutely.
100%.
Absolutely.
100%.
I mean,
That's
listen,
the stat.
He
That's
throws the ball to Zach Ertz 15 times a game. So
Yeah.
it's not a bad thing to take Zach Ertz.
On my main
And then
lineup.
if you want to save money, you throw a Josh Adams in there.
Yep. Which I'm thinking about doing.
As either your flex or your second running back.
For GPPs,
because
I think,
you're going to save money somewhere.
Yeah.
You're going to need it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I mean, generally, you don't.
Because Ertz is going to be up there for tight ends.
Right.
Oh, he's probably going to be number one.
In cash games, you really don't want to pair a running back with a tight end or a wide receiver. You want at most the quarterback with the wide receiver,
Sure.
and then maybe a running back or quarterback on the other side.
Sure.
But GPPs, you want to load up. You start with Wentz and Ertz. You could add a little Josh Adams in there, and then you come back with Kamara. I really think that's a money makeup. That's in one of my main lineups. My main lineup, though, has that combination of Wentz and Ertz with Barkley and Zeke Elliott. I think you can build enough value around that and some of these other guys we talked about to make that a nice. I think in cash or GPP.
Well, I think to your point, if Dallas is gonna beat Atlanta today, it's probably going to be on the back of Zeke.
Yeah.
So
as it was with us.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
Well, they're starting to throw him more, getting him more targets involved. And see, that's the value of bringing in Cooper. They gave up a first-round pick, which is a little uneven, but when you balance it out with the fact that he's making other guys around him better.
Stretches the field, pulls guys away from the line of scrimmage.
Right. And Atlanta already has trouble giving up catches to the backfield to running back, so that's notorious.
You could have stopped when Atlanta has trouble on defense and then ended it right there. but yes, you're absolutely right, Robbie. Spidey, Ertz is nearly the given. Yeah, Wentz Ertz is a good play. And he says fill in the rest. And, to your point.
I think there's a lot to be had out there today. I like a lot of guys. Like you said, there should be some really high-scoring games today. Like the Giants-Tampa game, not a lot of people think about it, but that could – I mean, it could be 9-6, but it also could be a really high-scoring game. You got Fitzmagic out there.
That's why I think Barkley is a safer play because no matter what the game script, it's going to favor Barkley. If it goes that way, it's going to kill OBJ's value at a chalk price. You're probably getting him 35% owned.
Yeah. True. Absolutely. So if anybody's is there anything else?
That's it. Seeing that game, what do you – is there teaming with Fitzpatrick, not necessarily as a stack, but is there a wide receiver that you like from Tampa Bay? Do you go Evans? Do you go low value with Jackson?
You could get sneaky with Adam Humphries out of the slot. They keep on, even though his targets went down last week. But
but he seems to be seems to like him. Fitzpatrick seems to throw to
There's a connection there. Of course, O.J. Howard.
Yeah.
But the connection that I do have Fitzy with Evans. That is the lineup that I'm going with in that regard. I'm going to look to see who else I got on that one.
But, yeah, it's a good play. And you figure the Giants can't stop anybody. So Fitz could have a very good game.
Yeah, in my GPP, I got Fitz. I got O.J. Howard. I got Odell Beckham on the bring back on the other side with Barkley on the other side. And then I throw in Fournette. I already said Mike Evans. DJ Moore is a sneaky play today against Detroit.
Okay, yeah.
And then my value of the day could be T.J. Jones too. That could be a guy that takes away targets and touches from Galladay. Another Jones boy.
I don't even know who the fuck that is.
I was going to say,
he's 4,800. He's a value. He's a punt.
Washington plays Houston today, and that should be a weird game. But the one dude that's kind of been emerging a little bit for Washington is Maurice Harris, and he's very cheap.
Yeah.
Could be a decent play.
Yeah, I think Crowder's out again.
Yeah,
so
he is.
Yep.
Crowder's out again, and so is I think Thompson's out still as well too,
Yep.
right? Yeah. So someone's got to catch the ball.
Yep.
Yep. And Houston.
Washington's defense is a nice play.
Washington's defense isn't bad. I would actually avoid some Houston guys today. I don't really like Houston guys.
I mean, we talked about in the first half Washington being a road dog, and how
home dog.
Or I'm sorry, a home dog at 3 points. So yeah, you would think the defense would was going to be there, and and it's probably going to be a struggle a lot for Houston.
I'm looking like a 21-17 game in that game.
In the fantasy realm, all you want sacks and you want turnovers, right? Now, I'm not looking at the exact stats now, but I know Washington has a high adjusted sack rate, and Deshaun Watson runs in the sacks. He runs in the sacks like nobody's business. So I think it could be a good source of sacks, maybe a turnover today.
No, I agree.
Nice. All right, let's end with a little Sixers talk.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
Obviously, everyone's pumped.
Good luck, guys.
After the trade, everyone's pumped, and let's just get what everyone's thinking right now about the Sixers. Obviously, I think
they're 2-1 since the trade,
and
they probably should be 3-0.
Yeah, we should.
But that was a tough loss in Orlando. But hey, first game, you get it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everyone's trying to find that dynamic.
Exactly. Trying to work their way in, your way in.
What I take out of it so far is what Ben said last night, or Friday night, in his press conference, and he says, with Jimmy here, because I know Tom roasted him on, Tom, and then
Tom,
the guys, Mikey the Greek, and KJ.
Everyone loves the Mikey. By the way, Mikey the Greek. Whew, I didn't realize that Mikey the Greek is a walking midget. Tiny
I know they
guy.
roasted him, but what I think
he's
Jimmy
right here.
does,
What's up, Mike?
what I think Jimmy does is puts Ben now in more of a stable situation for him, because we all think and want him to score, because without Jimmy we needed scoring.
Exactly.
But now with Jimmy,
he's the fourth option now.
He can now be that 10 and 10 guy, or that
absolutely
12, 10 and 10
absolutely.
guy.
He's
like his line was. Friday night.
Yeah, Friday night. Yeah,
Friday night. It was very close to.
It was,
now last night, because Jimmy struggled.
Well, last night he was able to get to the rack, so he was scoring more points.
He scored more,
which is fine. There's going to be games like that.
Ebb and flows like that.
Absolutely.
Jimmy struggled because he was more on the defensive side, giving up everything to Kemba.
And the thing is, Ben is such a good defender and such a good distributor that's really all. If everything's firing, if Embiid and Jimmy and JJ are firing, we don't really need Ben to score.
Yeah.
We only really need Ben to get a couple buckets here, maybe a putback dunk, maybe a break, or a steal and dunk, maybe 10, 12 points, like you said, 10 assists, 10 boards, solid defense, which he's always going to give you. And that's all we really need from him. Now, there's going to be games like last night where he's going to get a little more.
Right.
But people that are trashing on Ben, watch basketball, dude. Seriously, the kid's awesome, and I think this big three that we have now, they're only going to get better and better as soon as they get acclimated to each other. And
because even
I still want to see JoJo on the block more. He still fucking hangs in the third 3-point line more than I want. I know that's the game now, but I just don't like it. But I still think we're moving in a really good direction, and everyone should be pumped.
Yeah,
you should be really pumped.
No, absolutely. Initially I wasn't a huge fan of the deal just because I'm not a Jimmy BUtler guy.
Either am I. I wasn't.
You know what I mean?
I love him on the court. I just was wary about the fact that he ran himself off two teams. But I love the fact that he gave a shot at Karl Anthony Towns when he said these guys want to win and they don't take it personal when you correct them.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I said I like that.
Absolutely.
You know why? You know what that was? Because that was a straight up. Karl Anthony Towns and Andrew Wiggins, they didn't get along because they took everything personal. Yeah, so I like that. But hopefully they can build a rapport.
And while I didn't necessarily, I don't like Jimmy, like you say, on the floor, he absolutely makes us better.
Oh,
so
great player.
There's no question we are better today than we were last
week ago. Yeah,
there's no question.
Of course.
But again, you're right. When this honeymoon phase runs out, and we get the dog days of the season. Is Jimmy going to change? Because he's saying all the right things right now, and he's playing all the right way right now.
Yeah.
But
he's always going to give you what he has on the court.
I don't question. You're absolutely right. I don't question that at all. But I love what he's saying. I love what he's doing. Do you max deal him? I still don't know. I'm still up on the air with the max deal. I still might make this deal and not re-sign him.
Yeah.
Just because
because
you can use the money he leaves, right? You can use the money that you save from Rocco and Dario that you don't have to pay.
If he had a shot to get Clay, I'd be fine with it. But the problem is Clay's going to go right to L.A. and we're all going to cry about it. But I just love Klay Thompson. He's like my favorite player in the NBA.
I'm with you.
But
he's the best two guard in the NBA
by far. It's not even close in my opinion.
No,
but
because again, he's like Jimmy. He plays both sides.
Oh my God,
he'll D up too.
He might be the best. He might be the best. Combo guard with shooting and defensively.
absolutely.
And Jimmy's awesome, but Jimmy don't shoot like Clay.
No.
And Clay plays.
And fair, Jimmy's more of a 3.
Yeah, sure.
You know.
But Clay plays such great defense.
But what I really like is I like the starting lineup getting back to what it should be with JJ in that starting lineup.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean?
I'm right with you.
Whoever you have at that 4, I really did like Wilson Chandler there, but I understand with the minutes restrictions, Muscala didn't do anything bad last night. You know, but are they done? What's the next move?
I think they're going to bring another shooter in still, like a bench scorer, and I like the fact that Markelle isn't starting anymore, and because like we've been saying for weeks, the dude, if you watch him, he looks the best with the ball in his hands. Mm-hmm. That's when he looks the best, and so it's just logical that he plays backup point guard.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't. Even if he doesn't want to, fucking bite the bullet, Markelle. This is how you can contribute to this team. You play good defense. You play backup point guard. You run the second team.
And you play your 10 to 15 minutes.
Absolutely. Play 17 minutes a game. This is where you are right now.
And that's what you are.
If you get better and better, maybe we'll start seeing you more minutes. But right now, this is where you're at.
And it's funny, like, because you'll show flashes, you know, and all the Markelle, you know, fathers.
He had some great plays last night. He had a great hustle play.
Absolutely. But then, you know, then he does the one and he gets – the shot gets blocked back to to when he was good in college. But no, I think in that limited role, he can go all out on defense. He can go out on the hustle, you know, which is right now, unfortunately, all he can bring to the team.
Because he can't shoot.
Because he can't shoot right now outside of that mid-range jumper.
And now he's doing like a volleyball tactic before he takes foul shots. I don't know what. I guess it's to stop the hitch, which is fine. I just don't know. The dude's like, I wish they would come out and just admit that that's here.
Yeah.
Because just admit it. We all know it's here. Just fucking admit it.
Yeah.
You know, at this point. But like we said, he does look good with the ball in his hand. When he's penetrating and dishing, he looks good. He's athletic. You can see why he was number 1 pick. The dude just can't shoot.
Yeah.
And we already have a point guard who's better than you, who can't shoot. So
yeah.
it's like it's
so funny. Like,
it's like
watching the game last night when he was running his own team. You know, when he was the point guard of the second squad, he would pass and then he would look to get the ball back. When he's running the point with Ben, he passes and runs to the corner and hides.
Disappears. Yeah.
And it's just you can't have that. You know, and I get it because you know we've been saying it forever. He is right now this point in his career. He is better in a 10 to 15, 17-minute run with the ball in his hands.
Absolutely.
That's what he is.
That's absolutely.
And it's not a shot at the kid.
It's just what it is. It's just what he is, yeah.
You know, do we hope he grows into getting something better? Yeah, because we wasted our number 1 overall pick on him.
Absolutely. But like you said, we want to put you in the best position to make strides at getting better, and that's your best position.
Yeah.
Is with the ball in your hands as our second point guard. And that's just fact. And I kind of like Muscala in the starting lineup. Because Muscala's kind of a little junkyard dog.
Yeah.
I kind of like it. With the
do.
mask on, maybe I keep the mask.
A la Rip Hamilton.
Maybe keep it. Yeah, keep it for a while. I like Muscala.
I do
looks like he's out of Gloucester City. Like he just smoked a couple noops and then hit a couple jumpers. I like the guy.
The bromance with Jimmy and JJ. Yeah, there's a little bromance buddy there.
They do. They get along, and JJ's playing the best ball of his life right now.
He's playing out of control
best
right now.
ball of his life. I love me some JJ Redick.
And I can't help but go back to what Brett said even after the Orlando game. Even though they lost, it was JJ now has another veteran in the locker room to help him out.
Yeah, because
JJ
all these guys are young as shit.
JJ was the only guy.
Yeah.
And then in crunch time, he was the one getting the ball because, again, he's the only guy. And now you can bring in Jimmy, who what Jimmy does, whether I like him as a player or not, Jimmy does it makes you better at what he did last night, end of game or any shot clock situations, whether he makes it in the first one or the second one. Like, that's the guy you want. I wish they did a little bit more action than just an ISO. You know, I wish there was a little bit maybe a screen and roll with either Joe or JJ. But that's what he's there for.
Yeah.
He's there to create a shot at the end of a shot clock, at the end of game, and finish. And
well, you know,
Brett
Brown was setting that up. Like, we want Jimmy to hit a game-winning shot here. That's why. But they always said it both times because he was like, we're gonna let him win. We're gonna try to let him win this game because it makes it even like, you know, it's kind of like your indoctrination into the city. You know what I'm saying? Like they wanted that. So, But like you said, moving forward, I think we got a lot. We should be really happy about a lot of things, and I think they're just going to get better and better together. Now, as long as we stay healthy, we should be a real threat in the Eastern Conference. Now, obviously, the Western Conference is loaded with some dogs over there.
Oh yeah.
But let's just worry about the East,
Yeah.
And I think once we get hitting on all cylinders, there's no reason that we can't contend with Toronto and Boston and Milwaukee. There's no reason at all. So
you know what I liked? I liked that 3-game stretch in between the trade, right? Where there's 2-3 game stretch where
we didn't have
we
like
didn't have
depleted,
everybody, right?
and we're still playing hard.
And we're still playing
Yeah.
hard, but you got some minutes and some production out of guys like Korkmaz.
Oh yeah,
You know what I mean?
I like
And-
Furkan getting like that's why.
But that's why that stretch was so good because he got buried.
Oh yeah.
He got buried early in the year, and then you had to move him in. And I know, just from hearing Brett throughout the year, it's been all defense with him. And now he's like being a bulldog on defense.
He's playing some D.
because
He's taking
getting
a
some
charge in
time.
back-to-back games.
Yeah, and so again, he can fill in a 5 to 7 role, a 5 to 7 minute role.
Yeah, maybe 12 minutes.
you
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
Give a blow here and there. And
5 minutes in the first half, 5 minutes in the second half.
was a little upset with the lack of Jonah Bolden or lack of effectiveness from him.
I just think
I just think he's too young.
they like Wilson Chandler better, and
I
they
do.
kind of play the same position.
And I do. But, with him and minutes restrictions, you got him and Muscala. Yeah, they're the same guy.
Yeah.
But, you have Jonah Bolden there for what? You know what I mean? Let's get to the chat here for a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Parker, Spidey, love the straight fantasy talk, by the way. We do what we can.
So we're here for Mike.
Texans, Cards, Baltimore D is where he likes.
Okay.
Ben can now take any shot. Cannot take any shot unless he's driving the lane or dunk. Just dish it to Joel or Butler. Yeah, but now he doesn't have to. He doesn't have to shoot now.
No, really.
Like that's the beauty.
I
of
mean,
bringing
listen.
in a guy like
Obviously,
Jimmy.
we all. He's 21. Maybe 22 now. I know he's still super young, but like he's gonna develop. Like, okay, everyone loves the Greek Freak, right? Fucking Greek Freak's in his 5th year. His first 3 years, dude couldn't shoot at all.
Yeah.
Like, no one really knew who he was because he couldn't shoot. Was crazy athletic, but couldn't shoot a lick. Now he's got good jumper and he's a phenomenal player.
Well, that's like Kawhi.
Like they've all been
Kawhi coming
LeBron,
out of San Diego State.
Jordan, none of them could shoot. Dude, they just were phenomenal athletes. They learned how to shoot. Magic Johnson couldn't hit wood if he fell out of a fucking boat, and he was just a phenomenal athlete.
Yeah.
Jason Kidd couldn't shoot a lick.
Ricky Rubio.
And ended up becoming a good shooter. Listen, I'm not saying he's going to be a fucking phenomenal 3-point shooter, but if he can get a 17-footer in the next year and a half, he'll have a 17-footer that he hits consistently. And once that happens, he's a top 3 player in the NBA.
Brandon Holdsworth, Who Dat? He goes into saying singing the whole Who Dat song.
Yeah, that's fine. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah. I can't, okay.
I hope we shove it right up your fucking ass.
Spidey, I like the attitude and camaraderie and the constructive criticism Jimmy brings.
Absolutely.
Right now, it's good, but
Yeah.
again, in a losing streak, is that going to wear on some guys? Because that's been
as long as they get along, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they understand that it's about winning.
And then David Roska, hey boys, are you ready for Survivor Series? Yes, absolutely. I got to catch up though. I got a couple SmackDowns I'm behind. Spidey, I was going to say he doesn't need to shoot. Just go 10, 10, and 10 with dunks all you guys said.
Yeah, that's fine.
And yeah, that's what
We're
that's
fine
what-
with that. Finish at the rim. Finish at the rim 4 or 5 times a game. Starting to hit his foul shots better,
Yes,
which is good.
yes.
Which is really good. Because I feel like he used to shy away
From
at the end of
contact.
games. At the end of games from contact because he wasn't a good foul shooter. Now that he's getting more confidence on the foul line, he's not shying away as much,
Absolutely.
which we need, which
Yeah.
is big. And JoJo's JoJo. We know he's a star. He's an absolute superstar. JoJo's going to get his. I still want to see him on the block more.
Yeah.
But he's going to get his. And now that we have legitimate 3-headed monster with JJ, who's playing the best ball of his life. We're moving up. I mean, sky's the limit right now.
The other thing Jimmy brings is
Toughness,
but
defense.
when you take Joe out of the game, you still have a scorer left on the floor.
Yeah,
Or
absolutely.
you take Jimmy out of the game, you bring Joe back, you still have a scorer there. There were so many times before this to where if Joe sat, who was scoring the ball?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And vice versa. If Joe or Ben sat and it was just Joe, who was getting Joe the ball?
Yeah.
You know, and now this kind of solves that because he brings that other dynamic.
Yeah, absolutely. He can do a lot of things for you. That's why it's a good move because he can do a lot of things for you. And I think if it works out and we play good ball, you got to sign it. You have to sign it.
The only part of the deal, the actual deal portion I didn't like giving up was the and I know it had to make the money work, was the Jared Bayless chip. The expiring contract. Just because I thought down the road, instead of using that 2021 first rounder, which is that proposed value, I thought like you could have teamed Bayless up with Markelle, who has right now has very little value.
Very limited value, yeah.
So,
but that expiring contract is a chip, though. That's
right,
yeah,
and that was
teams want that.
That's what they want, and and I know it's how they had to make the money work. And at first when it was just like Dario, Rocco, and the two, and I was like, all right, we didn't give up anything. But then when you hear the Jared, you're like, all right, we gave up a little bit now. You know what I mean? And not that it's a lot. Because he wasn't playing.
Yeah, he wasn't even going to play.
It was that
but
chip
it's an expiring contract.
Join with
everybody
somebody.
wants it. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
But either way, it's looking like a good deal at the moment. Obviously, we're only 3 games in, but I think everyone's excited, right? We're all excited. Hopefully, the Eagles get this W today, and then I think Sixers got a homestand Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Let's get some dubs.
Yeah,
Sixers.
They're still undefeated at home.
Yes.
Right. Still undefeated.
And now we have 2 wins on the road. So that was a good win last night. Apparently, the Cleveland Browns are interviewing Condoleezza Rice for head coaching job, which makes complete sense because they're the Cleveland
Browns.
fucking Browns. I hope they hire her because Condi will do a great job, I'm sure.
That
Jesus
is amazing.
Christ.
I saw that earlier.
I know. I just got it on my thing, and I'm
yeah.
like, I got to say it. But, yeah, that's just crazy, and that just makes sense because they're the fucking Browns. I do have Nick Chubb, and I'd like him to go off next week.
So just real quick, getting back to the fantasy, I just got Schefter's latest ins and outs.
Okay,
so
yeah,
throw
him up there. Throw him up.
Official, A.J. Green out, Joe Flacco out, Chris Godwin in, John Ross in, Matt Bryant in, Kiki Kute in, Dustin Hopkins in, Trent Williams out, Tajay Sharp in, Ziggy Ansah in, and Marcel Darius in.
Okay.
So, I guess the big ones out of that are A.J. Green and Joe Flacco. And then if you need a late wide receiver, Chris Godwin and Kiki.
So maybe if you're,
love me?
I know the Ravens have a tough D, but maybe if you're Cincinnati, if you're an A.J. Green owner or something like that, you might want to look.
Tyler Boyd.
Tyler Boyd, yeah. You might want to look.
Tyler Boyd.
Maybe John Ross. He's probably not owned if you're struggling and looking for a guy. Yeah, so I mean,
couple sneaky ones too. Cody Core. That's a deep name. Might get some extra targets today on the Bengals.
I don't even know who the fuck that is.
Either do I.
Is he white?
It's got to be.
He sounds white.
Erickson, though. I think that was the name I was thinking of. Erickson.
White. Alex Erickson.
Yep.
I like him.
Yep.
I like white receivers. I'm a sucker for a white receiver. I'm sorry. I just like. That's why I'm so upset when Cooper Kupp got hurt. I really was.
I did love me some Cooper Kupp.
I'm probably gonna start Adam Humphries today just because I like the great white hope, man.
I fade the white receivers.
See, I don't. I love them.
I love them too.
Ed McCaffrey's like my favorite player of all time. Easy Ed.
Easy Christian now.
Fucking superstar.
His son's pretty good.
Yeah, I love Ed McCaffrey too. He's the best too. He came up. He did the pick for Denver last year at the draft. No, like everyone's coming up reading off the card.
No notes.
He came up no notes like he was fucking in A2D. Just fucking buried it right out. Fucking easy Ed McCaffrey. Fucking stud. Anyway, I think we're gonna wind down.
Yeah.
Right?
Anything else? We got a couple minutes left.
Yeah, we don't really have much. Anything else to talk? We got anything the family wants to talk about? Is there anything else going on right now?
I mean, you got MLB free
Flyers.
agency right now.
Flyers, by the way, are you can't even figure them out, man. Like, what the fuck are they doing? They have a great West Coast trip. You're like, oh my god, we're building some momentum. Elliott gets hurt. Now we've looked like shit for a few games. Yesterday they looked terrible. Then they roll off fucking 4 straight goals. You're like, oh shit, and they lose an OT.
Real quick, guys. I know that when you have Elliott and you have Neuwirth up there, you got to keep Carter Hart playing on the Phantoms. They're both hurt. Now, maybe this is the fanboy coming out of me, but why not tell this kid, look, Elliott's going to be out 2 weeks. Get him up, get his beak wet, knowing that you're going to go back and it has no reflection on how you do, yay or nay.
Yeah.
And you're not going to affect this guy's confidence. This guy, in the IIHF juniors, proved that he's a world-renowned goaltender. He's not going to get flustered. Throw him in there for a little bit. Get some chemistry.
And he's not playing
It's
well.
not like Picard's throwing shutouts.
Right.
Yeah.
You bring up Alex Lyon. What the hell is that?
We know what Alex Lyon is, and I like Alex Lyon. But he's not a game changer. You know what I mean? I think you're right. It's just like, when they brought up, to me, it's going back to when the Phillies brought up Don Brown for that first initial 2 weeks when Shane was hurt. You know what I mean? Hey, you're coming up. Regardless of how you do, you're going back down. Regardless.
Yeah.
You can throw 7 shutouts. All right, maybe you're not going back down. But you're not going to play that much. But you're right. Get the beak wet.
If he threw 7 shutouts and they sent him back down, I'd be having a fucking mental breakdown.
But I think the problem, though, is he's not exactly lighting the lamp.
No, he's not.
He's not lighting it up.
He's not. He's actually
That
played.
is true.
He's played better recently, but start the season he was struggling hard. But that's expected. It's his first time playing professionally, so that's expected. But he's got a lot of talent. He's obviously the goaltender of the future, and like you said, we're so banged up. Why not give him a shot? Why not give him a look?
Yeah.
We're letting up 5 goals a fucking game anyway. You might as well give him a look.
It's not like Picard's any good.
It was pretty remarkable, though. They're down 5-1 against Tampa to come back in a half a period to tie that game and get a point. I mean, I know there's no moral victories, but that was as close as you could get.
Those last two, the 24 seconds apart, I think, goal 4 and 5. That was crazy. I was like, oh, shit, Flyers showing some life.
And you were like, let's go, get that last one. Like, don't go to overtime. Like, you go to overtime, you're done. When you let Tampa Bay go 3-on-3, you're done.
Spidey, I haven't even done it yet, buddy. I'm going to do it shortly. But, yeah, let's go. I hope everybody has a great fantasy day.
Go Birds.
Let's go, Birds. We're looking for a big fucking Eagles win tonight. Can we get it done?
Although none of us
Can we get it? No, we didn't. We didn't. But we're trying to go on the other side of it. We're trying to hit him with the twist around.
I know.
All right?
We both picked the Eagles to beat the Cowboys last week.
It didn't
we
work.
know how that worked out. So now we're going the other way.
We're doing the old 180 on them.
Yeah.
We're 180 in these motherfuckers.
Fam, thanks for joining us today on another edition of Agree to Disagree.
Little A2D vacation special.
Yeah, the vacation special.
Tommy's chiming in from the Sunshine State.
We missed Uncle Sweeps. The boss is chiming in from the hot tub.
I'll never call him my boss, but he chimed in. He chimed in from sunny Florida.
Yeah, live from the Real Talk Studios. Agree to Disagree is brought to you by Specialized Physical Therapy. Find them on the web, specializedphysicaltherapy.com. 3 locations: Princeton, Burlington, Cherry Hill. Also, our certified public accountant, make him yours. Gibson Mayer LLC. GibsonMayer.com. Scanzano Sports for our poll question. For Greg Milakovic, Brian Wilson, Rob Povey on the 1s and 2s. Enjoy your Sunday.
Tommy in Florida sweeps at his house. All right.
Enjoy your Sunday.
Little
Let's
Ralph
go
over here.
Birds.
Let's go, Birds.
Let's go, Birds.
Hopefully next Sunday morning we'll see you.
We'll be back. Thanks, guys.